I've come around full circle in this life, and I've learned to not get upset about the fact that sometimes the people that I have allowed into my life, the people that I've trusted, my confidants, the people that I had in my inner circle of influence end up being the people that betray me the most. They are oftentimes the people that I love so much and would go above and beyond for put my life on the line basically for them. I would eat from the same plate with them. I would lie on the same bed and tell them the innermost parts of my being that the ordinary person walking past me will probably not know about, all because I have always considered people to be good-natured just because I am or you are too. But I've gone through life and I have reflected a lot on things. I guess I have matured and I have gained more insight into life, into people's personality types and just people in general. And I've come to a place of acceptance that sometimes the only person that gives the people that are around you that hurt you the most the weapons to be able to do that is you. What qualifies anybody in your life to be your confidant is somebody that you have actually taken the time and trouble to study and to see what the person's reactions are like and how the person behaves, what the person's attitudes are, and how they deal with information when they have it. And so when you have somebody that is very close to you, that actively listens to you, and upon hearing the information that is being fed to them, are out there seeking to ensure that you are protected no matter what it is, and would go above and beyond to make sure that every aspect of you is as should be. They would seek your interest at all times. They will protect and cover you up in the times when things don't seem apparently something that is going to hold you or shed you in a good light. Those people will throw themselves in front of the bus to make sure that you are safe. Those are the people that deserve every ounce of your love, your care, your time, and your attention. Oftentimes I find that the new kids on the block that, have been away from you for a long time, and all of a sudden they want to be your bestie, your best friend. They claim that they love you more than sense and do anything for you. And oftentimes those kinds of loves don't really last very long. Just like the passing wind, the wild wind that blows. Such people oftentimes are only there for a short period of time, and as quickly as they came, as so quickly do they also fade out into nothingness. You want to pay attention to the people that have been there through the bad times and the good times, and in each of these seasons of your life have been there and stood with you and have proven themselves via the test of time. Anybody else doesn't deserve an ounce of your attention in that regard. And I'm not asking that you make any public announcement that Mr. X or Mrs. Y doesn't have any significance in your life. You just need to learn to compartmentalize all the people that you have in your life. Put people into boxes almost and put them into different compartments of your life. And yes, there can be so many people that are around you, and on the face of it, it looks like you guys are thick as thieves, and you're the best friends, and you're inseparable, and you share whatever with each other. Just like it is in a forest. When you look at it from afar, it seems as if all the trees in the forest are all clustered together into one, and it's so beautiful. But as you approach the forest, you realize that each tree is actually standing independently, and what you were seeing back from behind was just a mirage of what it actually is in reality. The people who love you would love you regardless of whether they're up in front and getting all the attention and in the limelight with you. There are some people that would love you even when you don't know. Even when you yourself are not aware that there is a name that is being tarnished somewhere, those people are up in arms to make sure that you're shedding a good light. And I have been fortunate enough in the last couple of years to actually be blessed to have people like that in my life. I guess all that I'm here to say this morning is that you shouldn't be upset or disappointed at human beings that you think are so close to you, and this person shouldn't hurt me. Because in the first place, you were the person that weaponized, gave the people the tools that they can use to hurt you. And sometimes when you understand and accept that, it makes the burden a lot lighter to bear. But oftentimes we can't and we don't, because we just think that everybody that is around us, they say they love us and show their 32 teeth to us, are people that actually genuinely care about anything that has to do with you. The genuine people don't need to have their name shouted from the rooftops. They just love you for you and would work and do everything behind the scenes, even when people don't recognize them, to show you just how much they care about anything that concerns you. And so before you start giving people information about your own life, maybe it's about time you learn how to be with people. Take the trouble to study people. Don't just jump to hasty conclusions about the people that are around you, thinking that they all love you because they smile at you or smile with you on the face of it. Because people always come into your life with intentions. The people that are just there out of love for you are very few and far between. And it takes you consistently sitting back and taking a seat back to study people, to really understand the people that were genuinely for you from the very get-go and those who are just noisemakers. And it is your duty to be able to figure out the difference between the two. Empty barrels, sometimes they say, make the loudest sounds. The people that love you genuinely don't need any recognition to that degree where they're shouting their names from the rooftops. Oftentimes, the people that are genuinely in love with you and what you do, working quiet in the secret places where nobody sees, is where they're actually at, busily working, seeking your interest and covering up your butt when it is exposed for everybody to see. Take a particular keynote at studying people, and you'd find that you will close loopholes that you should have never opened up for people to have access to ruin your life in the first place. Open your eyes, ask for discernment above everything else, to be able to see the wickedness that is in the heart of man, and protect and guard yourselves from people that should have never had access to you in the first place. And you would identify that there is no point in being mad at those people. Actually, they've come into your life to teach you a lesson. And so I have moved on in this life and actually want to congratulate and say a massive big thank you. Actually, send some people presents thanking them for life lesson that they taught me with their actions. What they thought was meant for my harm is actually 10 times a blessing to me, because now I'm wiser. I am woke. You won't be able to have that access to my life anymore. And that is a priceless lesson that you have taught me. So don't get upset anymore at the people that in your mind have brought you so much pain. You can look at pain through the lens of what it did to you, and you can also look at it from a different lens as to the lessons that it has taught you. Ask yourself the question, how much more it would have cost you had you not learned this lesson sooner? How much ruins you would have had to go through in your life if you had learned this lesson that you've learned already a few years down the line, when so much more blessings and things would have come into your life, and what it would have cost you would have been a heck of a lot more. Be grateful for where you are. Thank the Lord that He's opened your eyes to see your truth, and go on forward from here being a wiser, woke person with your eyes open. There will be so many people around you making the noise, but the people that love you genuinely, you would have the fortitude to see just by paying attention and not allowing the noise around the empty barrels to fool you into thinking that they care that much about you. My name is Sika. I love you so much. If you've learned anything from what I've said today, please share this video, as I want as many people to see it as possible. Do not get upset at the people that have let you down. See it as a lesson and learn it going forward, and be woke. Keep your eyes vigilant and open, and your life will be such a blessing. I love you so much. Bye-bye.